Venus and Serena Williams didn't become two of the best tennis players in the world, with 30 Grand Slam titles between them, without a lot of hard work. The sisters spent their entire childhoods in intense coaching sessions, cheered on and pushed by their dedicated father, Richard Williams, known as King Richard. Richard is the topic of a new biopic released on Friday, starring Oscar-nominated actor Will Smith. The film depicts the grueling and sometimes shocking lengths Richard took to ensure his daughters succeeded. It also tells the inspiring story of the racism, violence and hardship the Williams family overcame as the sisters attempted to break into a sport that was traditionally dominated by wealthy white people. Richard's impoverished Louisiana upbringing was an incredibly tough one, which he detailed in his autobiography, Black and White: The Way I See It. Get the news you want straight to your inbox. Sign up for a Mirror newsletter here. Living in a 3-room shack, Richard hunted and stole in order to put food on the table. He even recalled a young boy in his community whose body was found hanging from a tree after a horrific Ku Klux Klan hate crime. Richard moved to Chicago and later California, where he met Venus and Serena's mother, Oracene Price. The couple welcomed Venus in 1980 and Serena the following year. When his daughters were still tiny, security guard Richard watched the French Open on television and he was enticed by the prize winnings, deciding there and then that he would raise them to be world champions. They were both taking tennis lessons by the time they were 4, and by the time Venus turned 10, they moved to Florida to be coached at a tennis academy. But it wasn't easy for the girls to get on the courts. Richard wrote in his memoir that he once had to fight gang members in a bid to get Venus and Serena time on the court, and he was beaten so badly his ribs were broken and he had 10 teeth knocked out. To this day, I wear my toothlessness as a badge of courage, he wrote. It took 2 years of fighting the gang and its feared leader before they eventually retreated, leaving the court available for Richard and his daughters. It had taken 2 years and almost destroyed my body and my spirit, he wrote. But in that moment, none of that mattered. What mattered was the courts were ours. The battle wasn't over, as Richard also had to contend with social services, who were worried about the youngsters playing on a potholed court, and that they were missing out on their education, though the truth was they were also achieving top grades. But Richard refused to let anything get in the way of his daughter's tennis training, and he went to brutal lengths to ensure they played at their best. Their former youth coach Rick Macy explained Richard risked millions of dollars of his money, including to fund an enormous house for the family so they could live near the tennis coaching camp in Florida, hoping it would one day pay off. Rick, who coached Venus and Serena for 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, and 4 hours on Saturday, even revealed Richard would put broken glass on the court to stop them from stepping back too far while playing. He told The Sun, "The one thing I knew Venus and Serena had is they'd run over broken glass to get a ball." There were a few times Richard put broken glass on the court. The glass was behind the baseline, back by the fence, so they wouldn't back up and take the ball early. He also recalled Richard's utter certainty in his daughter's talents. "In the beginning I didn't think they were that good, but when we started competing they blew me away," said Rick. "I said to Richard, you've got the next female Michael Jordan on your hands, and he put his arm around me and said, no, brother, I've got the next 2. In King Richard, the patriarch is portrayed by Will Smith, but the 79-year-old is unable to say what he thinks about the film as he suffered 2 strokes in the last 5 years. He also suffers from a neurological condition that inhibits his speech, and so he is now cared for by one of his sons from his first marriage. But Venus and Serena, who are played by Sania Sidney, 15, and Denise Singleton, 14, in the film, have given it their full support. And Richard even knew the film would be created, as Rick revealed Richard once told him, "Someday they are going to make a movie about me." "Oh, I think I cried the whole time," Serena said after watching the film. "My dad is such a, I always say, has before his time," she continued. "Down to this marketing, and even just to put us in a sport that was completely a white sport, and then to say that we were going to be the best at it, it was something that no one had ever done before." Do you have a story to share? Email webfeatures@trinitymirror.com.